Hey guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K13 Washington Wizards Association video here on Mystery Gamers TV. I am glad to be here as a director, and I'm going to continue this series as my Washington Wizards. There's a quick look at our division standings, and now here's the conference, the Eastern Conference. So we're in 4th, we're kind of staying with them. We've got a 10-4 record, and we're going to go into the next game here against the division rival Miami Heat. In Miami at 7 o'clock. But first, I'm going to go and check out the drills for this week. I'm going to work on defense here. Sign us for Sunday, do a normal, so it just actually, I'm going to do a light because it affects 2 days. So I'm not sure if the, when it says it affects 2 days, if that means it affects Sunday and Monday or Monday and Tuesday. I'm assuming it means Sunday and Monday, just because I don't want to be like fatigued for my my game on Tuesday. So that's kind of the way I judge it. I'm not positive if that's how it works, but that's the way I do it. So we're going to hop into the next game here against 11-3 Miami Heat. They're ahead of us in the conference and the division. So we're here in Washington, D.C., the Verizon Center. They're 12-3. We are 10-4. And we're going to hop right into this one. Starting lineup to go with follow Mario Chalmers, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Udonis Haslem, and Chris Bosh. And I have the regular John Wall, Bradley Beal, Trevor Ariza, Emeka Okafor, and Nene. Not in that order. I mixed up Nene and Okafor. There's LeBron James getting ready for his little hand thing. I don't know why he's doing it here in D.C. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do it on away games, but I guess make an exception here for some reason in Washington. I mean, he might do it on the road. I'm not sure. I don't watch many Heat games. Or at least that part of Heat games where he's doing his little dust thing. So these right off the bat, little dunk by LeBron James, or at least he tries it. They were a really, really tough team, and being the defending champions, they were kind of expected to be a tough team. Got stars all around: Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and of course LeBron James, and they're hard to beat in 2K. Even when I started on like the easiest difficulty level, this thing is hard to beat the Heat. This game is not easy sometimes. I mean, if you're on like the hardest difficulty level, I mean the computer doesn't miss. I mean, it makes it like impossible for you to do anything. I don't play on that difficulty level. I forget which one I'm on this video, but it's not the lowest and it's not the highest. I think it's in between. There might be one, like there might be two in between. I don't quite remember. But so the All-Star Weekend was last weekend. On Saturday and Sunday they had the 3-point contest and the dunk contest, and then on Sunday night they had the All-Star game. And the only thing I watched was, I didn't watch any of the All-Star game. I saw some of it. They had like the Rising Stars game. Kyrie Irving had that mean crossover over Brandon Knight that kind of went viral everywhere during the Rising Stars Challenge, Team Shaq versus Team Chuck, I'm pretty sure it was. And I didn't watch any of that, but I don't know. I don't find the whole very entertaining. I didn't even watch any of the All-Star game. I just played Far Cry 3 instead. I don't know. I just don't find the All-Star stuff that I like it, but I don't find it that I don't know, that appealing. It's just less interesting to me than a lot of other things. That was what I'm trying to say. But TNT did the whole broadcasting for the whole weekend. They've done it for a while now, like having the whole All-Star weekend, televising everything. And they have their broadcast crew, Barkley and Shaq and all the other guys' names. I think Rich Eisen is part of them, and they have a couple other guys too. I mean, they're okay. It seems like all of their the only thing they talk about is like inside jokes with each other, and I mean, I couldn't watch them all the time. I think they are kind of funny and nice and entertaining to listen to once in a while, because I think they are funny. But they get a little bit annoying, and all they do is like laugh at each other the whole time. But I mean, it's the All-Star weekend. What do you expect? And the broadcasting, especially at the end of the during the whole dunk contest, actually, Like, the broadcast was absolutely horrendous. I was surprised. This is TNT. The broadcast was horrendous, and it was so noticeable. Like when they had Nick Cannon on the mic, he, like, you couldn't hear him, and they had music in the background, but they didn't know if they were, like, switching to music or switching to Nick Cannon's voice. It was just horribly done. I mean, in the stadium noise, they weren't, like, sure what to do. I don't know. It was just horribly done. I mean, there's so many things, especially towards the end. They just piled them on constantly. How many bad things, noticeable bad things are wearing, like camera angle stuff. It was bad. Mostly like audio and video stuff, less camera angle, but you know what I mean. So at halftime, the score is 39-31. We're staying with them. They're scoring at a fast pace, but we're doing a decent job of staying with them. Making a little dunk fest here. As we go closer into the third quarter, they have added to their lead quite a bit. And what really happened here in the second half for me is I kept up my decent, consistent play. Nice play by John Wall, little fade away. But they scored every single time down the court, and you see I caught up a little bit here, but I mean that's just lazy defense. And especially starting the fourth quarter. I mean I stayed decently here. I'm only down by 11. I was only down by like 8 at halftime, or whatever. John Wall with a nice dunk. But I just had trouble staying with them. I see I'm down by 11 here, dunking it down with John Wall, and I just couldn't stay with them. They always scored when I scored. You know, we've all played in those games where the opponent, you score and then you're feeling good, and then the opponent scores 2 times, and then you just lose all momentum. You can score down every time the court, but your opponent has that 10-point lead, and they're scoring down every time. Doesn't matter, they're gonna win. And of course, they're